have been smoking hot. They are
just like us,
maybe
right now.
Absolutely. Maybe the best team in the Mink League right now.
On track currently in July. They're looking nice.
They definitely have a chip on their shoulder. I've been in the clubhouse a few times. Right on their door, they have a picture of KJ who runs inside the Mink and their rankings, and when he dropped them down to I want to say 5.
5 under 12 coffee. Yeah, they did not take that lightly.
No, they did not.
I don't like the Mudcats.
There's no way that the Mustangs are worse than the Mudcats. That's actually crazy.
Yeah. Well, either way, they are quickly going to skyrocket up those rankings if they keep playing the way they have. We'll have a deeper discussion on that as we close this episode, but we'll open with the World Cup with some somber news. The Americans are out at the hands of the Belgian Waffles. Moment of silence.
3, 2, 1. All right, we're good.
All right.
I was about to say that defeats the moment of silence.
Okay.
By counting down, but yeah.
Well, so Belgium absolutely just steamrolled Team USA and
absolutely dominated us. I was in Kansas City for the Fan Fest. Showed up there around 3 p.m. yesterday, and just embarrassing as a country, quite frankly. Whatever you want to put it.
Quite frankly, very embarrassing.
It really was embarrassing. For all the improvements that they've had from their last trips to the World Cup, it really feels like they fell short. And I don't want to say they got rid of all of the good things they've built up, but man,
after
they let us down.
All the publicity, getting Balogun back, red card, getting suspended, which that's a whole nother can of worms that we can discuss. But just, you go from having the momentum that they had, playing a amazing game against Bosnia, you get Balogun back the day before, and then you just show up, and from the opening whistle, they just looked flat.
100%.
Like they obviously definitely looked like the worst team, I mean, by far, but they also just did not have the same energy that they had the entire rest of the tournament. Every other game almost, it felt like they looked confident. Yeah. They were playing at home. They were a different U.S. team, and they let themselves be that. And then now they kind of just brought it back to the same old U.S. in the round of 16, once again losing to another European team and looking quite terrible, frankly.
Yeah. You could tell the pressure really got to them. That was the difference to me, at least, watching this team from the rest of the tournament and then yesterday, was that they used that energy and that pressure. They utilized it the right way. They fed into the crowd, but this time, they weren't just flat. They were also just tight. You just tell right away they were trying too hard not to make mistakes. They weren't playing freely.
They looked nervous, quite frankly, is what I would put it. Yeah. That's how I would put it. But Christian Pulisic, our star player, not Balogun, who got the red card the prior game.
Yep.
But Pulisic, he left the match in the second half with an ankle injury. And that was, I don't know if you guys actually saw the call, but he got, the refs were not good yesterday. And I'm just going to stand on that. AVS and MLB, what are we doing? Why was there no reviews in the home field for our damn country?
Get into it, Grayson. Get into it. But, yeah, no, I mean, the refs, even in, against Bosnia, it seemed like everybody kind of agreed the Americans were not favored, or at least by the refs, you know?
Talking to some of my soccer buddies, Belgium, they've just been a dynasty, forever.
Yeah.
It's been their sport. It's Europe's sport, so.
Well, you watch them bring in, I don't know the names off the top of my head, but number 9 and number 11. And they brought them in the second half, and the announcers made it seem like those were two of the best players on Belgium. Yeah. And they came out when the game was, at that point, basically over. Because I think they came in after the rough third goal in the, 58th, 59th minute, somewhere around there. I think around there. And, then obviously number 9, I cannot think of his name, but he got a goal, I know, there at the end. And I mean, just the sheer talent of some of these other teams, not even their starters, but their guys that are, the U.S.'s top couple of guys would be, not the best on other teams. And it's one of those things that we, hope that the World Cup helps soccer become more relevant now. to try to help grow some more of that homegrown talent and, make us better. I mean,
We've been given everything our whole lives,
yes,
Yeah.
and
and we can't play soccer.
To be
No.
fair, though, I want to bring up a point.
Yeah.
You can't be the best at everything.
You can't.
You know what
No.
I mean?
In the USA, you can.
Well, I mean, the U.S.
Free country.
I mean,
Yeah. We're the best.
that's fair. But it's like baseball.
Yeah.
We got basketball. It's like we're winning
All
golds
the-
in all
all
of
the
the
top
major
athletes.
sports.
We got
Yeah.
Savannah
All the top
Bananas,
athletes are not
St.
gonna
Joe
go play
Mustangs.
I
Shout
don't know
out
about-
St. Joe Mustangs. This is our
Well, yeah, you're
first
right.
base dugout. Beautiful first base dugout. Shout out to the boys for setting it up today.
Yeah. I mean, like, to your point, the premier athletes in the U.S. do not go play soccer. They
Yeah.
go play football. They go play basketball. They go play baseball. They go maybe even play hockey over them or over soccer. So
Yeah.
it's just.
Well, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
not
There's
our
it's like
priority.
a less
It's
of
not
a
our priority.
a priority emphasis, like just this, like even in school, like I feel like there's not a lot of like soccer programs in like
No,
high school that like people come up in, and it's like it's just not an emphasis that we put upon. Because I mean, like you said, like you see all the athletes, and they're even track. I feel like track has a more of a reputation
Oh,
than
yeah.
football.
Yeah.
for sure.
But it's just like you can't be the best at everything. We just did not look good. I didn't think.
Talking
Yeah,
to my dad yesterday, who grew up in a small town in Missouri, he talked about how his high school didn't have high school soccer, so it just kind of makes you think.
Mine
like,
did not.
Mine
Mine
didn't.
didn't
How are
either.
you gonna grow up? Mine did, and I went to a private Catholic school, so
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting. But just looking at that,
Yeah.
like
It's a disadvantage.
it's a disadvantage. If you don't play soccer, is all about running. We just saw Lionel Messi, the GOAT. If y'all watched that game versus Egypt, shout out
Wow, what a
Salah too. That
performance,
guy's
yeah.
a dog. Salah, if you're watching this, I love you.
Yeah. But to sum up all of those thoughts, I would be fine if it were just simply the Americans got outplayed by Belgium. It really felt like the U.S. shot themselves in the foot time after time after time. Like, they did it to themselves, especially just a bunch of blunders
Well,
in
I
the
think,
box and
even
whatnot.
like Pulisic, like before he went out with an injury, like before then, I'm pretty sure I read a stat, he had like 11 turnovers
Yeah,
before he
11
went out.
Yeah,
lost
missing his
11
dribbles, yeah.
possession 11 times in just 45 minutes, and that was.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the most out of any player for the entire game or just in that first half, but
I think it was the game, and he
was-
only played the first half.
he did not show up.
No,
No.
he did
for,
not at
for
all.
being the guy that is supposed to be the U.S.'s, the face of the U.S. team. If we're
Yeah.
being
And I mean,
honest.
to be fair, he hasn't shown up all tournament though.
No.
Like really, why the red card was such a big deal. And also, I mean, to get on the red card for a second, like when I read that Trump talked to the head of the FIFA commission and like gave them evidence and it was supplied by the U.S. government, I was like, well, that feels like whenever like you get in trouble at work and then your mom
Yeah.
calls like
Yeah,
to
I
like
can
like
see
get the
that.
manager. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't a great feeling, but I mean, I'm glad that he played because
For sure.
Pulisic didn't do.
No, it
any-
could have been even worse.
It could have
Yeah,
been even
really could have
worse.
been,
For sure.
so.
I think FIFA's corrupt.
I
well,
think so.
from what
I
I've
will
seen,
say,
that
we've
seems like
gotten
the
some pretty good-
consensus position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone can agree if you're watching this how corrupt FIFA is. If you see the other World Cup host sites in the past years, it's just like look at what's going on in the world and just
Yeah.
But what
It-
other
it's
sport
a-
do we not say that about their management?
It's
Nobody,
rigged.
nobody
I
gets
mean,
it perfect.
it's rigged.
You
It's
never
rigged.
think. Is there any beloved like commissioner of any
No,
sport?
if you're
No,
not-
everyone,
No.
like literally. I mean,
I
I
think
saw.
Manfred's great personally, but objectively, like 90% of baseball fans think he sucks.
I
Yeah.
think he sucks.
I mean,
How?
I mean,
He's
look
done
at the
so
discourse
much
on
great
Adam
for the
Silver.
game.
I was about to
mean,
say like the free
But no.
throw rule that he's trying to change, where it's
Yeah.
like you don't shoot two anymore, you just shoot one, and then it's worth how many points you got fouled for. And like
not seen
everyone's
that.
yeah,
That's interesting.
they're trying that out in the G League.
Huh. I don't.
So
I don't know that I agree with that. personally,
everyone's
but-
freaking out about that because they're trying to speed up the games.
I don't know
Um,
what that would do. That doesn't feel like it would have too much of an impact, but
I mean,
I don't know. I'd have to see the numbers first.
yeah.
Well, I got a question.
Yeah.
Who do you think's getting traded for the MLB trade deadline?
Skubal has to. Oh well, honestly, with the American League, are we going into bit? Does anybody have any more like World Cup thoughts?
No, we're
All right.
Good.
Okay.
US
out.
sucks.
Shout
Yeah.
out Messi and Argentina.
Can't be good at
though.
everything.
My
Okay.
prediction: France is going to win the World Cup.
Like it
I've said
That's
that.
what we
on
said.
that side? Yeah.
Yep, we're all on the same side, right?
Wait, what did you say? Like earlier when we did our prediction, the first episode, we did our predictions.
Yeah, I did.
Me- I did say- we
both
said
did
France.
Someone said Spain.
I think you said Argentina.
I think you said Spain.
Maybe I
Spain.
said Spain. Yeah.
Okay.
Still in it.
Are you still?
Yeah.
You still rocking?
Yeah, I'll
with
stay on
Spain?
that train. Yeah.
I'm rocking with France.
France.
Actually,
Didn't
France. Okay.
you say
Actually-
Argentina?
I think it's either Argentina plays I think Colombia if Colombia wins tonight, and that game's gonna be in Kansas City. So
Ooh, might have to pop
You're
out.
going.
no, I'm not going.
No.
You
well,
know how expensive the tickets are. It's like $6,000.
It's insane.
Whoa.
To see the
crazy.
greatest player of all time at Arrowhead Stadium, that might be the most
It'd be
hottest
pretty
ticket of all time.
100%. 100%.
The greatest player of all time. What do you mean? He's playing in September.
What do you mean by that?
Mahomes.
That's true.
All right. Yeah.
Different
Shout out
guys taking
Patrick
that.
Mahomes the second.
I like Tom Brady doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But hey,
No,
going
he's
into
I don't like
We
Tom.
know. We already had
Yeah.
our quarterbacks discussion. Go check
That's
out
true.
our draft if you haven't already.
yeah,
Facts.
we got
Riley's
we
been
got pretty
ranked
hit a little
worst.
bit.
Bradley
Yeah,
has been ranked
Chris
worst.
Coy, you are now my least favorite St. Joe Mustang.
Hate to see it.
Just so
Wow. Rock chalk.
The fan favorite, really. And you
Yeah.
don't. What did you just say?
Rock chalk?
You ain't
That's
me.
great. Wait, doesn't he? Whoa.
He went to Mizzou.
I was about to say,
Give
he
me
got
a
like
fist bump.
what?
He's wearing. He has a Mizzou backpack.
And oh my gosh, listen to this. Kansas is trying to eliminate the border war already.
No.
Yes, they are. Do some research on it. Kansas wants to eliminate the border war
Why?
because they're scared.
All right. Well,
Well,
Now you
Here
know.
first.
As a
All right.
Kansas fan, that's some BS.
Yeah.
The border war. I mean, why wouldn't you want a fantastic rivalry?
100.
Like,
Well, because they get owned all the
Bill
time.
Self.
They get owned.
Well, it's not technically
Not
Bill
in
Self.
basketball.
It's
Not
the
in
higher
basketball,
up.
no.
but-
Yeah. All right. It's been a few minutes since we introduced MLB, and
Yeah.
we went way off topic. Let's get back into the MLB news. Grayson, you asked me a great question with the trade deadline coming up. Who do I think will get traded? It's tough to pinpoint just one, but I think like Scooble is a very popular pick. Although what I will say, it makes it kind of tough because the Tigers are kind of starting to compete. Their record doesn't really say much, but
No.
the American League sucks as a whole, so this is kind of a window for them. They start winning games because they have a good enough roster. But with Scooble's expiring contract and how much he's going to be making, I would have to think he's going to get traded.
He has to.
In
I
the
think.
teams in contention, like Brewers, Yankees, Dodgers, maybe like Cubs, but I doubt it. I really do, unfortunately, think he's going to be a Dodger just because
Dodgers
of
or
their prospects.
Yankees.
The Yankees don't really like. They
They don't
have
need
such a
division.
deep rotation.
They're so
though.
deep.
Cam Schlittler, Max Fried, Garrett Cole came back, Carlos Rodon. Like
What are the Royals gonna do? Rob Manfred? Nothing.
that's
why
real.
you-
Royals will do. Why don't they want to trade anybody? High key.
Did you see the Royals game yesterday? 15-1.
That's actually
Unbelievable.
on the agenda.
Let's get right into that.
But
Um,
Talk about the
Tyler
Royals
Tolbert.
game.
Shout out Tyler Tolbert.
my boy,
what do
5
you,
for 5.
yeah.
Almost hit for the cycle.
I feel like he has like one game a year that's
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
because he had
But
one
he's-
last year where he hit like 3 home runs in a game or something.
Luke Malley also went deep
Oh, yeah.
too.
That was a.
Off
Off
Miz
a Cy
maybe.
Young contender.
Yeah, off a Cy Young contender.
I think the Miz kind of solidified his case right
Yes,
now. We are
the
still,
Well, I mean,
there's
you know,
still
Christopher
months
Sanchez
to go,
by
but
the way.
man,
Gives up 6 in the first to the Royals. You know,
unbelievable.
they're gonna
He's-
point to that game
He's
and be
one of
like,
my favorite pitchers to watch. That hurt me a lot. That hurt my soul.
yeah. No, I didn't think
Yeah.
that was going to be the outcome of that game.
No, I definitely didn't think so. You put one of the best pitchers in baseball against
Versus
the worst lineup.
offense. Yeah. Who has starters out? They're missing people.
It makes no sense, but hey. To keep it Royals, what do you think the Royals do at the deadline?
Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, yeah.
Nothing.
It's kind of
I hope they. I mean, I'd be down to trade some people. It's
What
just
about
we
do
like
it,
don't.
but-
Like Bubic is on expiring
Mikel
contract, but he
Garcia.
also has
Go.
the injury concerns.
Yeah.
You just let
He's
him
got
go.
to step
Just
up.
signing him?
Mikel
Well, it
Garcia.
depends. I don't think you're gonna get much for him.
Fair.
No, not right now.
Bubic.
But you saw what he did in the World Baseball Classic in the spring.
Yeah, I mean, even last year before the injury, he was in Cy Young contention.
Hang on. Yeah, we're talking about two different people right now, I think.
Mikel Garcia.
We're talking about Chris
Okay,
Bubic.
all right.
I heard it. Yeah, okay. We ventured off a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris Bubic was somebody I brought up because he's on an expiring contract. He's young. The Royals
Lefty.
don't know if they'll actually try to sign him, but
He should.
he's shown a lot of flashes of brilliance in the past 2 years when he's on the field. So is that somebody you think the Royals?
I think the Royals
Deal?
should heavily invest on Chris Bubic.
Okay.
Even with the injuries.
Buy low on him, maybe?
Maybe buy low, yeah.
Because I assume an extension probably wouldn't be super.
Especially
taxing
coming
for you.
off a big injury, like I think he already
Yeah.
has his surgery scheduled. So I don't know if he already has it complete yet. But that's Reagan's and Bubic. The Royals are gonna have to make some big decisions.
I
100%.
think they trade. I wish they would trade Reagans. To be honest, I think he's kind of injury prone, hasn't played a lot of games this season. Hasn't been,
But his potential is so high.
hasn't been particularly good this season either, even when he's not injured.
Very up and down. He's had a few amazing starts.
No, last season he was great. Season before too, when they went to the playoffs, they made a playoffs run. He was awesome, and then it's just I don't know. I kind of feel like that's the way with most Royals players. They're good for a season, and then you give them a contract, and then they just kind of like.
I thought Michael Garcia was going to be the truth, and now he's just back to like an average hitter.
Yep.
He's just been bad this year.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
In my opinion, I'm not gonna lie. Other than there's about 5 players I'd name, and every single other player, you are either picking up the phone or making phone calls.
Yeah.
And for those couple of players, Bobby Witt, Cags, Carter Jensen, Salvi, at that point, that guy's earned his keep on the team for however long he wants to go. In my opinion,
I mean, especially with
he's
Carter.
like probably the worst qualified player in baseball this year.
I
By the
can't
numbers.
argue that
By
because
the
Salvi's
numbers,
batting
he's
209 right now.
Even looking past those, like I'm an
Yeah.
analytical nerd. He's got like a 50-something WRC plus, and his WAR is in the negatives. Like, dude is buns.
yeah.
Salvi, it's time to
rejected.
wrap
How many
it
years
up.
do you have left on his contract?
Salvi, I love you, El Nino. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy
Was
bien.
that
¿Y tú? ¿Y tú?
Donde estás la biblioteca?
I had no idea what he said.
Where's the library?
Uh-oh, I think my computer's over here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I'm
gonna-
worried about mine too.
I'm gonna put
We're
that
going
away
off script.
for a second.
Yeah,
It's
I don't want
scorching
Going
hot.
off
Yeah.
script.
But hey, okay, so some of the biggest news in the MLB right now, the All-Star game is right around the corner. Home Run Derby also at the same time. One thing that came out right before we started filming our episode, Ben Rice announced he's going to be in, which is pretty fun. I think that's a unique guy. It's not Yordan Alvarez, it's not Aaron Judge, but he's also not like a nobody. Like, he's a really fun guy.
No, for sure.
It's a fun bat right there.
I've been kind of surprised about his like production because I mean I feel like you don't,
100%.
you
He's
know,
been slumping, but still
Yeah.
overall great season.
no, super good. I think the Yankees as a whole, I was kind of surprised there weren't more standout players because I feel like that's the team that you're always like, oh, they get the Anthony Rizzos and just sign like everyone that's under the sun, but I don't know. I've been especially disappointed in Jazz Chisholm.
I hate Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Yeah.
All Royals fans,
Yeah.
yeah, I love Jazz so much.
I do like his swag. He wears the neon, but you played for the pinstripes. You can't be wearing neon, or you can't have a beard.
You need to go into
tell
fashion.
Michael Garcia
You
to
can't
stop
have a
wearing
beard.
yellow then?
That's his home.
I know it's his
heritage.
home, yeah.
The Royals at least have some yellow
Venezuela
in
did
their
have a
colors,
horrible
though.
earthquake.
They have gold. It's very different.
Well, that's true.
Venezuela has gold.
No, the Royals. The Royals are gold. He said the Royals are at least yellow, but
Yeah.
it's a weird
Yellow
gold.
gold.
It's an ugly gold. I
Yeah.
think.
It's like
I
a
personally-
crown royal.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
like
It doesn't look that good. At least like some of the accents, like if you get like a shiny thing, but if you're wearing like the gold, like brown tan arm sleeve.
You saw that 2015 jersey though with the gold.
Those were sick. Those
Those
were
were
pretty
sick.
cool. Those
Oh,
were
yeah.
pretty sick. Yeah, no, I'll admit that. When you have actual gold, they don't use like actual gold. So.
No, yeah. Just a tint
We,
of it.
we got a little off topic there. But yeah, no, the home run derby, we got 2 people in. Probably going to be set by the time this comes out. Maybe.
Cags, get in the home run
Cags,
derby.
please. I'm begging Jordan Walker and Jack Caglione.
Yes.
Come on.
Jordan Walker
Speaking of
versus
Jordan
Jack
Walker.
Caglione will feed Missouri families.
100%. 100%. Jordan Walker will smoke it. Speaking of Jordan Walker, he got his first All-Star nod. Thank goodness.
There it is.
He's a reserve, unfortunately, not a starter. Outfield in the NL is stacked, so I kind of understand it, even though I still think he deserves to be in it. And then for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. is supposedly going to be the starting
Our
shortstop.
Lord and Savior.
Michael Waka.
Did he get?
He's in it.
Yeah, he's in it.
Really?
Yes. Waka
Okay.
Flocka.
Okay.
All
And
right.
I
Wow.
think it's after like 8 seasons, I think, is the stat.
He's been great.
Where he he came back. He hadn't been in the All-Star game for 8 years, I think,
Yeah.
prior to his Cardinals stint.
I'm surprised he made it. I don't think he's been doing great.
His Cardinal
this season.
stint. He's a top
He's a
prospect.
Royal now.
He was a top prospect for the Cardinals coming up, and then was like really good for years. I would say it's a little bit more than just a stint.
His career.
But yeah, no, he was.
Michael
some of his
Waka, I
highs.
love you.
I love Michael Waka so much. I'm glad he's
I like him just
getting the
because of
recognition he
his
deserves.
like strikeout. And they
Yeah.
play the Pac-Man. Like
He just
waka,
knows
waka,
how to
waka,
trust
waka.
his
That's cool.
defense.
I like him because he's the one pitcher on the Royals right now that is not hurt and is actually producing.
He's reliable. He's
Like,
very reliable.
Yeah.
He's the one guy that we can trust.
Yeah, 100%. There are, of course, as always in every All-Star race, there are like some snubs and some controversy. I think I mean, like, obviously as a Cardinals fan, J.J. Weatherholt not being at least on the team is preposterous.
JJ Weatherholt has been phenomenal.
He's like one of the best shortstop or second basemen in baseball, and you have the audacity to throw everybody else above. Ozzie Albies starting. He's good. Where's Bryce Terang? Where's J.J. Weatherholt? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on somebody else. But just, how is Weatherholt not on the roster at least?
He's so good.
It's ridiculous.
Who's doing the
defense
voting? Do you know how the voting works?
I mean, like, the fans do the first round, and then it's up to some other players around the league and, like, managers and stuff. I'm not 100% sure how that all works, but eventually, when we always, just like the Pro Bowl, there's always the injuries and reserves that come in. So I'm sure he'll make it at some point, but on the first wave of announcements, he's not on it, and I find that to be absolutely ridiculous.
As we
Just
talked
something I
about,
wanted to
what,
talk
2
about.
weeks ago,
Yeah.
the voting for the All-Star break is not
Fan voting
not
is
what
just
we would like it
atrocious.
to be.
It's
Fan
never
voting's
been,
horrible.
but it's cool. It gets the fans engaged. with
Yeah,
their
no,
website.
it's good, but
I mean, I think it's different in other leagues because I think there's a lot more like evenness to the
Yeah.
fan bases in other leagues. Like, I think there's a lot more fans of like every team. In baseball, I think it's kind of skewed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you get the prime example is the Blue Jays. Like, they have the entire country of Canada like
Yeah.
backing their entire 9-man roster, like voting for
Yeah.
them in the All-Star game. So it's like, you know, it's just not as conducive as like the other leagues. I don't think.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. should not have been originally the starting first baseman. Now it's Nick
I haven't
Pause.
heard any
Kurtz.
Vladdy talk this year. Like, is he good?
Vladdy.
Nick Kurtz is really good.
Nick
Paul,
Kurtz.
you want to make sure Nick Kurtz.
Kurtz.
One of the, he probably should.
We're getting
He-
canceled.
It's glad
We're
he's,
getting canceled,
We're
Chad.
glad he. Yeah, somebody clip that after
Mhm.
we're done.
I'm just trying to pronounce his name.
Now
Chad.
he's starting, but Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has 4 homers on the year, like a 97 WRC plus.
Yeah.
The dude is like objectively not the best first baseman in baseball or in the American League.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I get it. Like, he's an awesome name.
Technically, Canada lost first in the World Cup too. So
Yeah.
That's
Out
true.
of all the host cities,
That
they're
is
all
true.
they're all done now. Canada was first. So
Kansas City is the soccer capital of America, and Argentina is probably
Really
going to
good.
play Colombia. Whoever wins tonight as of Tuesday.
the second
Get
promo.
some short-term
Second
memory loss
promo.
there.
Yeah, Argentina.
Argentina versus France might feed families in the finals.
That would be sick. I want Mbappe to get his first. All
Mbappe
right.
is the future GOAT. All right,
All
let's
right.
move on, though.
All right. NBA news.
There's a couple quick things I wanted to talk about. The LeBron debate is still going. Where he's going to land?
Cleveland.
be cool.
I don't know if he's
Be
going to
cool.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Sorry.
Sorry,
Whoa,
my fault. I should have just
whoa,
let us. I should
whoa.
have just let it go.
The 76ers are one of the strongest contenders to sign him right now.
It'd be pretty sick.
They look like they're gearing up for a title run, and that would almost be like assured with LeBron coming in.
Yeah, I
they
think it'd
just
be easier to trust the process.
For sure.
if you got LeBron.
they just traded Paul George with a couple picks to the Celtics for Jaylen Brown,
Big
which
one.
is insane that the
Yeah.
Celtics let him go for Paul George and some picks. But I think there was a lot of, personality conflicts and deep divides there between Jaylen Brown and the Celtics organization. I just think Paul George is not good anymore, quite frankly. And
He's still going to get buckets, but that trade was wild.
I think they 76ers definitely won that trade. And if they're able to get LeBron, I mean, their starting five's
Man.
going to be Jaylen Brown, Maxey,
Dude, if
Embiid,
LeBron goes to Philly-
VJ, and Braun.
Oh,
I mean, the 76ers might just be a ride-in for finals contention if Braun goes there.
And that was VJ Edgecombe you mentioned from Baylor, right?
Yeah, VJ.
He's good.
I mean, you got VJ, Maxey, Embiid, like,
the
Brown
NBA
and
is
Braun.
super competitive right now. Like,
especially
I'm
Western
so glad
Conference.
we're away from that like super team era. Although it feels like a bunch of people are building super teams, but there's more than just like the two. It's not just Warriors, Cavs anymore. Like,
Yeah,
you have. I mean, the
Thunder
It's
is
easy
crazy.
to say that they should be a write-in for the final, but the Thunder are much improved. The Spurs, obviously, the 76ers, as you mentioned, like they're
I mean, just
There's
off of
more,
like
like-
name power.
Yeah.
I mean, you go and you look at like the other rosters. Obviously, 76ers are in like, the tougher of the two conferences.
Yeah.
No, Western
Um,
Conference is way harder.
Well, yeah, Western. I guess they're in the East, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
So they're in the East. So I mean, they have an easier schedule besides like the Knicks if they were going to the finals.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Western Conference, I mean, that's like one of the big things if LeBron goes to any team in the West. Like, it's just so much harder to get there because you have to go through the Thunder or the Spurs.
Well, the Stangs have been on fire, not like the water.
There are
that's
currently
spraying near us.
sprinklers, and
The
we're
irrigation
afraid.
system.
You know what? We can say, yeah, the Mustangs have been ice cold, but not like.
Oh yeah, look at our cameraman.
Uh-oh. That is the worst gritty of all time. Grayson, you have won the award for 2026 most unsauciest white man of all time.
Unsauced white man.
All right, so
Whoa!
the Stangs have been on
Breaking
fire.
the bench.
Uh-oh.
I just sunk. It's fine.
Well, yeah, what can you do?
That's real.
Nothing.
Well, the Stangs have been on fire. I think that's like the 5th time.
On fire.
On fire.
They have been on fire.
In July.
Mostly, yeah, in July.
In July.
In
not
July.
As the weather's heating up, they've heated.
So are the
America's
Mustangs.
month.
6 games in
Mustangs,
July so
America's
far.
team.
The Mustangs are 5-1.
In
3 home
July.
games, 3 away games.
Four
The
in a row,
one
right?
loss. Oh,
4 games in a row.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, last night.
Yep.
Yes, 4 games in a row.
Pitching.
Pitching has
Pitching has
been
been
so
big
much
result.
better. To go into the stats, so in July, 5-1. They're batting .312 in July, getting on base .423, and slugging at .468.
Unreal.
3.4 ERA, 1.4 WHIP, 2.6 strikeouts for every walk. Versus in May they were 2-1. In June they were 10-10 overall. In those 2 months combined, which only 3 games in May, but 259 batting average, 370 on base, 378 slugging.
Incredible.
So just
improvement.
the disparity between those 2 stats is insane. 5.4 or 5.5-ish ERA, much worse. 1.6 WHIP, much worse again, and 1.8 strikeouts
Yeah.
for walks. Once again, every metric you look at, they have just been phenomenal in July.
It really started with Bryson Augustin in his quest to a player of the game on Friday,
Friday, yes.
on Friday, in which Landon Janes got the start.
Actually,
I think
I'm
he
going
would
to butt
tell
in
you.
real fast.
Okay, yeah.
Sebastian Coleman actually started off
Oh,
July,
yeah.
Wednesday night,
Yep.
with a 6 shutout innings, 6 strikeouts in that game, no earned runs. He got player of the game that night. Started off
Yep.
in Kirksville with a win to start off July. Came home Thursday, did not get the win that night. But then Friday, as you're talking about,
Yeah.
Bryson Augustin
Yeah.
out of the fireman role.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't say Coleman was because there was a game in between that wasn't great, and then the first inning
That's
inning
true,
and 2/3 from Landon Janes that weren't great. Then Augustin came in and was lights out in his fireman role. 5.1 innings of shutout baseball.
I want to say
Then-
also 6 strikeouts for him.
I believe so, yes. And then also the 2 guys that came in after him were phenomenal. Then on Saturday, Takakawa was
I heard.
Lights
My goat.
dominant.
My goat.
Dominant.
10
6
Ks.
scoreless innings,
Yep.
10 Ks. Is that
Dude,
the
he's
most for
dealing.
any pitcher?
That might be
That-
in a
that's
single
gotta be.
performance this year.
I mean, I
For
feel
this
like
season, at least.
Maybe, at least at home, yes.
Yes.
At least at home. He was lights out, dominant, and then that continued on the road in the last 2 games. Just you can feel the difference in this Mustangs team. In the
Yeah.
lineup, we've talked about, like, sure they've gone through some rough patches, but they've overall been pretty consistent. The pitching has been what they need to figure out. When I talked to Charles Stevens on the field a few weeks ago, I said, like, all right, why are you guys not living up to expectations, essentially? And he responded, just pitching. You know,
Yeah.
like he expanded on that, obviously, but the big takeaway is the pitching has not been good enough. And
No.
man, they are really starting to figure it out.
It all comes through a loop, you know. If you can't pitch, you can't trust your defense, then you can't hit.
No, exactly not. So their lineup has also been phenomenal. There's no
Fireworks in
Fireworks.
St. Joe. Happy
At
4th of July weekend.
2:15.
still.
on the 7th.
Yeah, nice.
Only
Hey,
a couple days
hey.
late.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? It's America. It's a
Yeah.
free country.
Free act.
You can do what you want.
Yep.
But
Except,
yeah.
not gonna go there. All right, let's go.
Okay, well, so as I've said, I mean, like, the hitting has also been great. But we already know the lineup is capable of this. The pitching hasn't shown that they're capable of what they're doing now. And so that's a big piece for this team if they want to continue in heading into the playoffs, if they can be dangerous.
Yeah. Just to round out the last two games since the homestand, 11-2 win at Clarinda. I know somebody mentioned that. I don't know if it was before we were recording.
Think so.
So, travel to the number one team in the Mink currently and deliver some belt. Lane Chapman threw 5 scoreless, gave up 2 in the 6th, 9 strikeouts for him. Rest of pitching staff left Clarinda scoreless. Just a amazing game.
Oh, flick.
We can clip this if we want. I'll do it on the table.
Give it a snap.
Where's someone to get a Clarinda?
Here, I'll do the intro. I'll do the intro. This is what we did to Clarinda A's. Yeah.
And then the next night, last night, traveled to Nevada, 16-4 win. I do not have any stats on that, but the Mustangs are just handing out belt left and right.
Left, right, belt, belt.
So that brings me, where do the Mustangs sit now? Currently 4th in the Mink. They have most likely clinched the playoffs. They should be out of the wild card slot, I think, and into the divisional. I don't know exactly how playoffs work yet. We need to do research.
All
but
right. I got the rundown from KJ, Creighton Johnson,
yeah.
who runs inside the Mink. It's essentially like the MLB playoffs if there weren't the American League and the National League. So you got 6 teams.
6 teams
It's
make it wild card, right?
It's a wild card. It's a 1-game series. This is the difference between the MLB. It's a 1-game set, same with the division series, and then it goes to the championship, which is a best of 3. And it's 4 versus 6, 5 versus 3.
That's how it should
Yep.
be.
No. 5 versus 4, 3 versus 6.
2
One
versus-
gets the lower seed.
One gets the bye.
Yeah,
The
1 and 2
get
get
the
the
bye.
bye.
Ooh, okay,
The
I like
one
that.
gets the lower seed out of those who win, I believe.
Mustangs, if you're watching this, it's time to get hot.
It
Yeah.
is. It is time to get hot. They're probably in the playoff race regardless because
Oh,
the
yeah.
bottom of the Mink is
Yeah.
is
to go through Mink
pretty much
standings,
solidified.
currently Clarinda is in first, 17-5 in the conference. Carroll Merchant's in second, they're 15-5 in the conference. Joplin comes in third, 13-8. St. Joe in fourth, 13-11 in the conference. Chillicothe rounding out at 5. They're 7-14. They are back down in the power rankings. They better be when I see the Inside the Mink power rankings.
I don't know
this week.
how they ever got put above the Mustangs. To be quite
If
frank,
you, if
they
you
were
look
hot.
at the
They were
stats,
pretty hot at
June for the Mustangs, the second half of June, where is it? I have it somewhere
If
here.
you remember, so
My
the
computer's
Mustangs started off
struggling.
really hot. June 11th.
They started off
and 12th was their
incredibly
last,
hot.
Was the last time they won 2 games in a row.
And my
until
computer's
this week.
done.
oh,
They had
Alright,
it
we're
one.
pulling out the phone real fast. I have the stats somewhere.
The Mustangs hadn't
No.
won 2 games in a row since June 11th and 12th heading into that last week. So that tells you,
impressive.
like, they just couldn't
Yeah.
put things together. Chillicothe had somewhat kind of flipped the switch a little bit because they, at one point, I believe they were like the worst, by far the worst team.
Oh, they were.
And now they're still not good, but they're okay.
To go back with the Mustangs, they started the season hot. As of June 13th, they were 8-3. They then went on an abysmal stretch to finish out June. The second half of June, since that June 12th game where they won the back-to-back, they finished 4-8.
Yeah. Not good. Not good.
Terrible on the road, which is another thing that we have seen. They have bounced back a lot on the road. If you look at their last 5 road games, they've won 4. Their last loss on the road, I think being like 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's been a minute since they've lost on the road. They beat the Jailbirds, Natties, A's especially. That's a big one.
That's huge.
Jailbirds.
I mean,
as
they've
well
beaten
is a
all
big
the top
one.
teams. Like, it's impressive
Yeah.
the stretch
It's a,
they've gone
it's
on.
a new team. It's a completely different Mustang.
Yes,
team.
it is. And what we have to look at is, where are they now and where can they get to? Joplin is 13-8 versus 13-11 with the Mustangs. I think it's based on overall win percentage, not necessarily number of wins.
No, it's win percentage and in conference.
Yes,
The
which
total games,
yeah.
like when we play the Van Johnson Raiders, that doesn't really matter.
No.
It's all
It does
conference
not.
games.
no. So I mean, the Mustangs, if they stay hot like they are now, they can very easily jump up to that number 3.
100%.
And depending on how Carroll and Clarinda's seasons go throughout July, I mean, the Mustangs definitely have a chance to jump up into one of those top 2 spots to try
Yeah.
to get the bye into the divisional series.
And even then, we've seen
Or divisional
multiple,
game.
multiple times. I don't think it applies here as much because it's just a 1-game set. But a lot of the teams in every sport, every major sport right now that get the buys, there's a lot of controversy on whether they want those or not because then they lose momentum.
Yeah.
You see a lot.
Yeah.
Their records haven't been quite to the level that a lot of these organizations expect because they're not playing and they're you get quote unquote rusty.
I mean, even in the NBA playoffs, I think you saw that. Like, because some teams, they win, they sweep in 4, and then the other, they're playing 7-game sets. Like,
Let's wrap this up.
All right.
The Mustangs,
Mustangs.
really hot,
Really hot.
awesome.
Sprinklers,
Go
just
Stangs.
Go Stangs.
Check out.
Pop out to the field.
Pop out to the field.
Pop out
Fill
to
the
the
field.
field.
Fill the
Fill the
Welch.
field. Fill the
Fill the
Welch.
Welch. Fill the Welch.
All right.